Yeah, so I previewed this earlier, but for those who haven't paid attention to the NBA today, we had a little bit of a blockbuster trade as Bradley Beal, he's a multi-time All-Star, was traded from the Washington Wizards to the Phoenix Suns for, I think, look at the details here. So the Suns are sending Chris Paul, or the corpse of Chris Paul at this point, because that guy is cooked at this point at his age. Landry Shamet and his awful contract, and like a bunch of second round picks and first round pick swaps to the Washington Wizards for Bradley Beal. And there's a couple angles here that I want to touch on. It seems like I've been like the movie review guy and the NBA guy with all these 180s. But anyway, moving on to this right here. The reason why I want to talk about this is because it kind of touches on two ends of the spectrum for bad trades, because in my opinion, this is like the ultimate lose-lose trade. I don't see how either team benefits from this trade, but this is just the wacky things you see in the NBA when you get desperate owners and incompetent franchises. For the Suns, it's a bad trade because, when has these manufactured, super teams ever worked, really? Like, we've seen the Brooklyn Nets fail at this twice, one with Kevin Durant, which Kevin Durant is with Phoenix right now. He's trying this again for some reason. By the way, Kevin Durant is super soft for basically trying to create a super team everywhere he goes since leaving OKC. I just cannot stand the way that guy goes about his business there. But
hey, man, don't hate the player, hate the game. All right.
But anyway, I mean, it just shows that like the Suns, they have a new owner. They're looking to make a splash by getting a big name here. And they're just taking the wrong lessons from what they did in the last postseason, where they lost the Nuggets in the second round. They lost not because they don't have star power. They lost because they don't have a bench. They don't have role players. They don't have, quality guys that can play with their star players. And this just makes it incredibly more difficult because they've given up all their picks now with the Durant and Beal trades. And because of the new CBA rules, they don't have, any flexibility to sign free agents. On the Wizards side of things, the Wizards, by the way, are the only franchise that I think are run worse than the Chicago Bulls. So the Chicago Bulls have that going for them, because the Wizards got absolutely nothing for their best player, their star player, multi-time All-Star Bradley Beal. And this is a warning to the Chicago Bulls, I should say, of what can happen in the Zach LaVine situation, because he's on a max contract right now. And it's not so bad of a situation because Bradley Beal's contract is especially bad because he had a no trade clause and he's making more money than Zach LaVine. But this just goes to show that, yeah, you don't have to pay your guy a max contract if he's not a max player, because it's going to hurt you on the long run. You're not going to be able to get that value off of these guys when it comes to trading them. And yeah, it's showing that there's bad things to come for the Bulls if they're going to continue to hold on to Zach LaVine, given the way that is trending right now.